It's game time.
Oh my God, what is game time? Game time is when we are going to play a game. So today's game, Your Honor, is about hot topics, and it's objection or sustained.
Ooh.
What does objection or sustained mean? Because I don't even know.
Object,
I'm blonde.
sustain.
Yes. Object means
No.
And sustain means it's
sustain
okay.
means-
I'll
Y'all
let you
allow
have
it.
I'll let you.
Oh. Melania Trump wearing gray tweed to Rosalind Carter's funeral. What do you think about that?
what do you think?
I think it was inappropriate.
I
was,
do.
I was just about to say, we were just talking about texture.
Yes.
We were just talking about color.
Yep.
And I would say an objection to that one. I'm going.
Right.
I wouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't either, right? Because you're a former first lady,
Yes.
and you're respecting a first
Yes.
lady.
Forget you being a first lady. You're going to a funeral. There's a code of dress and conduct. And if nobody in the world knows it,
Right.
it's black. You don't wear...
No, but if it's a celebration of life, like Dr. Donna for her
Okay,
son
that's
said,
fine.
where we want bright colors,
But you were
But if there
informed in
was-
advance to
Yes.
say, please wear what you feel
Yeah.
celebrates your memory of this person.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
and-
is not the
yes, and there
form
is
that
a
she was
way-
at.
I mean, look, when my father passed, I did the entire service maize and blue. This was his life, right?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't tell the pallbearers to put on maize color suits, canary yellow suit. No, we're choosing the deep navy, baby.
course.
You know what I mean? We know what
Yeah.
we're doing here.
Yeah,
we're not going, we ain't doing
There's
Texas
this
But I
special
think,
respect.
but also, don't you think it was a very conscious decision for Melania?
Oh, absolutely.
stand out.
Because that bitch doesn't have one black trench coat in her closet.
Well, yeah, I mean that was very much I'm
I
a
don't
model.
care.
Right.
I
Right.
am no longer having to live up to these standards.
Yeah.
I'm free from that.
but out of respect to another human.
I agree.
At
Yep.
a funeral.
And if you're gonna show up, then show up, right?
I
Like
agree.
that's how I feel. If
You're
you're gonna
there.
show up,
You're there.
show up
Yes.
with the level of respect.
I
that
agree.
I
mean,
I wouldn't have made that choice.
I think her perspective was, if I'm wearing brands that woman couldn't afford, she should be happy I'm wearing it.
Oh.
But it should be.
I don't like it.
Every
don't either.
brand
Object.
makes
The
black.
picture with all of them,
It's awful.
and then she's got the gray. I was like, oh my God.
No.
Okay, Paul, do the next one. Hot topic. Oh my God, pick one.
Which one?
Pick one.
Okay.
We want your opinion, Your Honor.
Ariana Madix as Roxy Hart in Chicago.
She was just announced.
She's from Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
She's the one that was cheated on. She was the one that Raquel.
It was a big
She slept in
scandal.
her bed.
Yeah.
And
I'm the one
screwed-
that saw her kissing Tom.
Well,
At the
that
wedding, at Sheena's
sounding very
wedding.
Roxy. Sounding very Roxy. And I'm going to say this.
You know what? I didn't even think about it that way. It is very Roxy.
Well, right.
Because that's what she did.
Well, my point is
She did
sounding
great.
very right. Listen, I am a huge Broadway fan, and I would love to one day play Roxy. So I'm going to say it's sustained. I'm going to say go for it.
I like that.
Go for it.
Okay.
Bring your life experience into the role.
That's right. Because
Okay.
it happened in her bed.
That's
and
right.
that's what Roxy did in her bed.
Let's go for it.
Shannon
There's gonna be
Doherty
death.
finding out her husband cheated on her.
Oh my God, I read about that.
That was heartbreaking.
Objection in every way. What she's going through, the way that she's fighting for her life, the way. And look, let me also say this, because when I read this story, it really broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I do feel like we underestimate often what caregivers go through when they are dealing with a person,
Especially when you don't have the right tools and you don't know and it's personal.
right. And,
Right.
and the stress and I can say that we do have to give credence to that, but there is no way in all hell that is appropriate.
No.
I agree.
And to endure that on top of a
What you're already
betrayal
going through.
from, oh God, no.
Awful.
I mean, awful. Objection all the way to the 100th power.
Good, Paul. You've got here and there. Pick. I love how he never can figure these out.
He's studying, he's really thinking. Go ahead, just go ahead, put the glasses on.
You only got one more. Here. We're doing this after.
Oh, Norman Lear's death?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
So sad, right?
Grew up on his shows,
Icon.
cultural icon.
Oh my God.
Took a lot of risks.
Yeah, he did.
Taylor Swift was named #1 magazine?
Yeah, that's after.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you stop jumping ahead?
Now I got my glasses
Do
on. I
you
can
do you
see.
think that when you were saying about Norman Lear, he put I remember Archie Bunker's place.
Oh yes.
And he brought on the Jeffersons. Like,
Yes.
I thought they were going to crucify him.
Moving on up.
Well, listen, he was often, there were times that he was, criticized
Yeah.
for stereotypical black characters, those. But in my opinion, as I look back on it, and I've been in this business for 30 years, there's a necessary evolution, right?
Yeah.
I look at the fact that there were black actors moving through barriers that once, we were no longer just maids and butlers and this, and we became full functioning characters, successful people. I mean, George Jefferson living in that penthouse, honey,
Yeah.
I can still remember that Wheezy and everything else, right?
Yes.
Him in his suit. And whether there were things that maybe that character did, right? Maybe the walk was a little bit too much. But Sherman Hemsley was a comedic genius.
Do you remember
right?
when we met Marla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Marla
amazing.
I just met her a year or so at the Byron Allen Griot Awards.
Oh, she's
What an
so-
elegant, beautiful
wow.
woman. And I mean, an absolute trailblazer.
Yep.
So for me, as a person working in this industry, I did not know at the time as a young girl how much impact and how much he was moving, right, us forward in terms of the way we see people of color as fully functioning, happy, multidimensional
Do you think it was too stereotypical or no?
Oh, I think there were stereotypical
right?
things, but I think in everything, look, even in the law, we have to weigh, right?
Yeah.
Does the good outweigh the bad? And in this instance, I definitely think the good outweighed the bad.
I like that.
Well,
And look, as a young child, I enjoyed those shows.
Yeah.
They were,
I did too.
do not miss TV.
Damn it.
Like
I know,
I
right?
said, the Penthouse, I mean, I literally
Yes.
to this day still love a Penthouse with a view. And look, my first look at Penthouse really came from that.
And you know what, too, when we're talking about that, and the thing that I loved about and respected about Norman Lear is that he brought so many issues to TV that
Yes.
people were sweeping under the carpet. I remember
Yes.
Good Times when, Janet Jackson was beat up by the neighbor next, and
Yes.
nobody was talking about child abuse on TV or anything
They
like
were,
that back
and look,
then.
there was a lot of issues with that. I remember reading about John Amos having a very much an issue about the way that the stories would often end with the black characters,
Right.
and he didn't feel like it evolved into spaces that got us out of poverty, which I respect because he was inside of that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
And yet, I know that there was so much good, as you said, brought
I was a little
as
white
well.
kid watching this. I didn't know that even happened
Yes.
until I was in Walnut, California.
Or characters you're not thinking.
There
Look
was
about,
no African American people
and
in my city.
look at Michael, who was literally a highly gifted black child,
Yeah.
right? A brilliant kid. And I remember when my son's a very bright kid, and I used to laugh and go, he's like a little Michael. You know how Michael knew everything. And you have to listen back at those shows at the lines that were planted, right?
Yes.
That Michael would say. Now, if you don't know, you just miss it.
Yeah.
But if you listen to what he says, it was like, oh, that young kid just dropped some knowledge. Like,
Yeah.
he just debunked the very stereotype, right?
Yeah.
That you see maybe playing out here. So it was a very interesting dynamic, and I think overall more good than bad. And so I would say sustained.
I like that.
One more.
You want to do one more? Go ahead.
Sex swing in the bedroom.
Oh,
We are installing one.
I just saw this on Hollywood Housewives.
Yes.
Now, this is me. Now,
We're inspired.
You're inspired?
We're inspired.
Okay,
I'm inspired.
So I'm saying, like, go for it, right?
Forget the gold pole.
But for me,
let's
it's
do the
all
swing.
about placement.
Uh-huh.
Where that one was hanging from, it was
look-
stressing me out. It was stressing me out.
Right in the middle of the bedroom.
We got to get a spatial, that's all I care about. Like, just
Yeah.
spatially let it be somewhere where it's not just dropping out in the middle of the ceiling.
Imagine everybody walking into your home going,
Yeah.
oh, that's where they just
Anna
did it.
Nicole had a
Yes.
stripper pole right smack in the middle of her bedroom.
Look, and I've never done one of those pole classes, but I have a girlfriend that tried one, and they said that's some serious arm and leg strength.
Do you want to try it? We'll go together.
I would
Okay,
totally
I'll
do
go
that.
with
Go
you.
together.
I'll
Totally
go
do
with you.
that.
I'll wear my 6-inch heels.
I'll go with you. I'll get some. I'll get some. I'll go with you. I don't know. I got to work on my push-ups first.
Don't
though,
worry,
'cause I
that'll
don't even
give
think
us-
I'd be able to lift all
We'll
this
do,
junk in
we'll
my
do
truck.
the basic. We'll do the
We'll do
basic
the basic.
pole.
Yeah.
We'll do the kiddie pole.
We'll have our outfits together. That's what's
That's
important.
right.
Okay, I've got one. Oprah Winfrey. They're saying she's on Ozempic, and she
What's
lost
wrong
the
with
weight.
that?
I have no idea.
But she looks amazing.
I was just about to say, I have no idea.
Honey, if you're gonna look that good,
But
I
let me
did
tell-
Ozempic. I don't care.
Because what are we? I'm in my 50s.
Yep.
So she has to be, what, in her 60s?
69.
Let me tell you something. When you get to Act 2, this
Yeah.
is what I call Act 2, meaning we have less years ahead of us than we do behind us.
Behind
Yeah.
You do whatever you want to do. And it ain't nobody's business for you to tell what you did.
honey,
Yeah.
with that kind of money, she look good no matter when. What
She can
you
buy
want.
herself a
I
whole
don't
new
care.
body. Okay.
But she looks
She looks
the
incredible.
best I
Looks
think
really
I've
good.
ever seen
And
her.
you know what I would say, too, when I look at her in their pictures, and I know you all see this, too, because of the business that you're in.
Yeah.
Because she is smaller and she looks good and she knows she looks
Yeah,
good.
she's
Her
confident.
entire facial expression looks different.
Oh, yeah.
Her eyes, the way she's moving. I don't know if anybody else is noticing this, but I'm just like, she feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
So
does.
I don't care what it is. It's her business.
Honey, the money.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's weird
all
that she
of it.
never married Stedman?
Why does she need to?
Well,
Because they've been together forever.
I only don't think it's weird because she has stated from the beginning is that marriage isn't something that she desired in the way that
The conventional.
maybe the unconventional. She just didn't desire that. I believe that if maybe she did, he probably would say, "Oh yeah, if you want to get married." I mean, Stedman, I've known people that work with him. He very much has his own lane that he's very comfortable in. If
Yeah.
you notice, he's not the guy that's got to be on red carpet.
Nope.
He don't have to go everywhere with
I
her.
can't go anywhere without him.
Bitch, I'm on the show with you. I'm supposed to be on the red
Right.
carpet.
Gee. But did you see? Do you see that they put
Yes.
his name first?
That's okay.
I produced the show. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. But yeah,
I came up with the name of the show.
I've learned as a woman of a certain age that I really don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And maybe financially or whatever. I mean, can
It
you
just works out.
imagine
It
how
doesn't
long
matter.
it's going to take to do that prenup? That's 3 years, honey.
Oh my God.
Forget
Just to even draw it up. I
There's
mean,
not enough attorneys.
Would you
to be able to
get
figure it
married
out.
again?
of course,
Yeah.
I would. I would. Look, to a person that I believed could understand my life,
Yeah.
right? And where I could bring my full life
Yeah.
into that
You
relationship.
need someone to enhance
Yes.
your life.
Yes.
And be a companion to
Yes.
the life, not have a different perspective on what life should be.
And what I should be,
Yes.
or admire me for the life I created,
Yeah.
but the life that I need to live in
a
order to be
different
with
way.
them
No.
has to be either shifted,
It has to
dimmed,
be a
or
compliment and an
it's hard. And
enhancement.
look, I don't really live an ordinary life, and that's okay. You know, everyone can't. And so if I'm one of the people that have just decided that I'm coloring and living outside the lines, I have to have a person
but you're
that's okay
living
with
your
that.
truth.
It is.
You're living your best
That's
life
it.
every day when you get up because you've got your responsibilities and
Yeah.
your commitments.
And I love it.
that you're doing
That's right.
completely without neglecting.
What is
That's right.
dating life
Dating
like for you?
Dating isn't easy, right?
It's not, right?
It's not. Well, first off, because I have a 13-year-old. I'm
Yeah.
an old mother, right?
Yep.
I'm 54. So I had my son at 41, which was,
Yeah.
that was like a long shot.
Of course.
But I had him, and it was a beautiful thing. But now where most men that maybe I would date,
Yep.
they've probably had their children. Their children are older, 30, 29. They're out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm still very much in child rearing years.
Well, you can find somebody who's 22 going to college across the street from where your
my
son
son's
is.
dad was younger than I am. And listen,
Oh, I love it. She's a cougar. She
oh,
just
very
told us.
much so. He was 10.5 years younger than me. I always say,
Really?
yeah, honey. I was like, I
Good
need
for
a sharp.
you. Let's
make a
Honey,
bigger gap.
I was 41 years old, honey. I could not deal. I need a sharpshooter. Okay, I don't need.
You heard it here.
Waste my time.
I don't need no old sperm trying to swim up. I think I can. I think I can. I think I
can I get up,
No.
I
I
love it.
needed some. No, I'm just teasing.
I love
we
that.
really did fall in love, and he's lovely. But
Yeah.
his age did not hurt.
Sure.
But and we were able to conceive our son naturally. But I will say this: parenting, co-parenting with him well, and also living out my professional life.
Yeah.
That's a full plate.
Sure.
And Jeff and I were just talking about this on the show the other day. I'm probably not the girl that you're going to call on Wednesday at 2 and be like, want to grab dinner? Because I'm probably
Honey, I
in
got
a
a
different
calendar.
state.
Yeah. You go in between 3 different states?
Well, yeah, I go. Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
go a lot.
Florida.
And Florida, and then sometimes it's Michigan, sometimes it's New York if I have to work.
Got
and
it.
then if I'm dating someone, it's probably wherever they live if they don't live
Yeah.
where I live.
Honey, all you need is somebody with a private jet.
There we go.
And
There
then
you
you
go.
just go,
That's
and then
all
they're
we're
right
missing
there.
is the jet.
You see?
Or I need to keep doing what I'm doing and get my own private jet.
There you go.
That's true,
And then
too.
we can do dinner tonight because I'll see you when I get there.
There you go.
But right now, honey, if Delta ain't got nothing going at that time,
What do
if
you
we
think
don't-
is the
if there's
appropriate?
no flights, it ain't no dinner.
What is the appropriate time frame before you introduce someone to your child? Do you think?
Well,
I'm
I
curious.
haven't done this a lot.
Okay.
The person I dated knew me for so long. He already
You
knew
want
my child.
water?
I'm sorry. Yes, please.
Oh my God,
He already
sorry.
knew
Sorry.
my son, and so I haven't really done that a lot. I would say this: it depends on the relationship. It depends on the age of the child.
Yep.
And it also depends on the agreement that you have with your co-parent. There are several things, right? If you and your co-parent have made a decision that we're going to wait 6 months, or we're going to wait a year, or we're going to wait until we're in a serious committed relationship with someone, then I believe you honor that no matter
Sure.
what. You don't unilaterally decide, well, I love him now, so I'm introducing him in 3 months. No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that because that's not what you agreed to. So I do think there are several factors. I also think it's important for you to also evaluate, is what I feel for this person, reciprocated, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people can fall so in love with people. Well, that person doesn't really deserve to meet your child because they haven't exhibited the same level of commitment
Sure.
that you have to them.
Yeah.
They haven't exhibited that back to you. So although you so in love and wishing on a star that y'all gonna be together, that person hasn't really given you that in return. That's not someone you introduce to your child, no matter how in love with you.
Yeah, of course.
Children need consistency. They
Absolutely.
need their boundaries, and they need to know that they have the stability from you
Yeah.
that they
Yes.
can then take moving forward into
Yes.
their own life and
Yes.
structure.
And there's important lessons in them watching you
Yes.
date, right?
I always tell everybody, don't I do what I do because
Yes.
I also want to be responsible and not just listen to what I tell you to do, because I want to make myself accountable and I want you to know that I'm being held to
You're right.
some standards.
And children will
Yeah.
do what you do quicker than they'll do what you say.
Absolutely.
And they're watching. But I have found it to be a very interesting, I think, graduation of sorts. Even with my son, as I talk to him about dating, like he is hell bent on me, like having someone. And I'm like, I am so busy. I'm trying to make it to your games every weekend.
So he's
right?
supportive of you. He wants you to date.
Oh my God.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But we're very open about it. Like he'll talk about it. Like, oh, what about with dad? Like I like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
OG family. Like we're very open with
Yeah,
that.
that's
you know?
good.
What about that? Or what about him? Or he'll have somebody, he is a coach or someone. He's going, Mom, I like him for you. I'm like, CJ, I'm really not out on the market like that because I also don't want. I'm an overachiever,
Yeah.
right? So what also gets under my skin. And this is something, I mean, I'm sure it's probably something I need to deal with. Oh, maybe I need to call Dr. Donna. But
She was here 2
I
days
know,
ago.
I know, but no, real talk. As an
Yeah.
overachiever, a
Yeah.
classic, I mean, from childhood, I want the A, I want this. I don't like when I'm dating someone and they aren't happy or fulfilled with me, right?
Sure.
Meaning, if you really want me to come to this thing, but I just can't fit it in because CJ's got an all-star game, then I got to be back to shoot at
Sure.
this time, and then I got this. After a while, that wears on me.
Of course.
That, oh God, like,
Like you let him down, or why is he not?
I can't be there for
Right.
him. I can't. It wears on me. I'm not a person that just goes, oh well, you knew who I was. A lot of people like he knew who you were when he called you. I get that.
Yeah.
But when you love a person, you care about a person, you
I
care
tell
about
you,
being there for
one
them.
of the things that's so important in when everybody always asks, how do you get this much done in a day? Like, how are you at 5 different full-time jobs? How are
So
you
crazy.
managing your time? I say because I'm doing it with my best friend,
That's
my
right.
partner, who's with me. So we're spending the quality time in between.
That's right.
And understanding where we stand with each other as we move forward every single day.
That's
Every
right.
24 hours is a reset for us.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
true.
And we start all over again the next day, knowing
beautiful.
that we choose to
Yes.
be here together each day, every day.
And there's such a beauty in that, right?
Yeah.
That each of you knows the demands that's placed upon the other one. You're each you're in an industry where you can understand what that means,
Yes.
right? I think
And we each do different aspects of
But I don't
the
understand
industry.
some of these couples that are in an industry. I don't know why they always break up. I don't know why they can't just put their talents together and be strong for one another.
I have learned this from doing many of divorces and
Yep.
being an attorney. I think sometimes where there is, I think, what looks like a compliment that they compliment is sometimes there's an underlying sense of competition.
Really?
Yes, I do. And I think in this industry and when you're dealing with two very successful people, I think it becomes problematic, say, when one person's star may be rising and the other person's star may not. And it's not a purposeful thing, right?
Yeah.
It just becomes a triggering thing, right?
He puts me in the forefront all the time.
Yeah,
I
I'm
put
just
him
in the shadow.
Oh, shut up. I put him in the forefront when
and
it's
that's
a
why
mutual
you're here.
thing.
That's why you're here.
20 years.
But I'm saying that's why you're here because that's what's needed. And I think sometimes, I even have experienced this in my life. People will admire what I've been able to accomplish. And it's been beautiful, but hard and tough. And I've been doing this for a long time. But the way it is functional in a relationship, the way it lays out practically, oh my God. I may not be there to make that oatmeal for you, right? I'm probably already on set and hair and makeup. But when I have a break, we can have a damn good time at Erewhon, or we can have or we can come in my dressing room and eat this. Life, it doesn't look, I think we also are often still caged in those societal norms that we've grown up and we think we're so far removed. But then when we get in those spaces where we think about family and life, we want that Mayberry.
Yeah.
We want
Here's the one
maybe.
thing that I've noticed.
I think you're right.
Every single relationship between us and our friendships, we recognize everybody checks their ego at the door.
Yep.
Because every single person brings something amazing to the table. And together, we're even more affluent and more powerful.
That's right.
And in a personal relationship, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When we're home, we're husbands.
Right.
Yeah.
When we're together at a function, we're husbands. We're maybe still working. Maybe we're still representing our perspective, what people know us to do or not know us to do.
Yeah.
But they know, we know, I'm there for you.
Yes.
All you got to do is look my way.
And you got the
I'm
signal.
right there.
I love that.
And
100%.
so there's nothing else more important
Love
than
that.
you in the room, you
Love
in
it.
my life, you in the business, because I choose it every single day.
If I had that, honey, I'd have my jet.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about unstoppable.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that really is.
I'm only staying for the ring. That's a script.
All right.
He told me what to say.
It's
Oh,
on the
shut
back
up.
of the
It's not
car.
even on there,
back
bitch.
of the
I
car.
love
So
it.
I'm just here for the
That is
ring. I'm
so
here for a
funny.
good time, not for a long time, girl.
Okay, before we do Runway Rundown, I want to remind everybody to rate, review, subscribe. Go to YouTube and go to Undressed Pod and subscribe to our
Wake
show.
up that dead grandmother that you've been holding out on, because she's still paying T-Mobile.
Wake
Let's
that
go.
bitch up. Make her subscribe. Listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Every Wednesday at midnight, we drop a new episode.
And continue helping us stay #1 fashion podcast in the world. We
Love
appreciate
it.
you.
Ready to do Runway Rundown?
Let's do it.
So
Let's
Paul,
see
explain
the
Runway
good,
Rundown.
the bad, and the ugly, and what I call it. What the hell were you thinking, Judge Lauren Lake?
I say, what the fuck were you wearing and why?
Uh-oh.
How'd you leave the house looking like that?
So we're going to show you a couple pictures.
Okay.
You might even be in some of the pictures.
I'm scared.
You should be. I never know what they're going to show me until
I'm
I
scared.
see them.
And then we're going to get your opinion. We're going to give our opinions, and we're going to see what we think of the
Okay.
outfit.
Let's see what the carpool collection was doing that day.
All right.
Okay, the first one we've got is Paris Hilton, who
Oh.
I always love what she's wearing.
Okay.
I fucking hate this outfit. This was at Jingle Ball this week. Looks like a costume to me. I don't know. I love Paris, but
Well, you know what you're not liking is the fact that,
Any of it.
that's cheap sequins, and it's got the cheap stars at the bottom of it. I think she wanted to be a Christmas tree.
What do
and
you think?
She
She-
didn't quite make it.
She took a fashion risk. I have to say objection.
Wrong game. But
Yeah,
it's okay.
I have to say objection. She took a fashion risk. Yeah, the stars and the sequins for me, it just isn't a great look for her.
I don't get the big
I
stars
don't even
at the
like the
bottom of it.
fit.
Let's talk about it.
I don't
the
like the
color,
fit.
the color of the sequins. Now, if you have this much money,
It's not good on her skin either.
it's not good on your skin. Now, if you have this much money and you know what your color palette should be, there's a pewter that would have glowed, that would have made those stars be a lot more silver at the bottom of the hem, while the rest of it could have been the color and the shade that would be complementary to her skin tone.
Yeah.
I do love the glasses. Do you like the glasses?
No.
No?
I don't love that on her, and she's a pretty girl.
I know.
I don't think that any of that was flattering. I don't even like the shape of the glasses for her face.
Maybe. You're
Yeah,
right.
I feel like she has kind of a face that's wider around the temple.
I think you're
and
right,
Then,
actually,
and then
when I
that
look at
just
it.
accentuates like the wideness for
Yeah.
me.
She should burn this dress.
Do you like the shoes?
Yeah, the shoes are nice.
I like the shoes.
Simple, classic.
Yeah.
Can't, it's,
But-
I don't have any problems with the shoes. I don't love that on her. And look, I'll be honest, I don't love the dress, period.
I don't either.
But it probably would be better on another person that maybe has more of a quirky. I don't know how you put that one together. The stars are a lot.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
Even if you could camouflage the sequin quality, the stars are a lot.
She
They're on
probably
the sleeve too, right?
She probably didn't airbrush this photo of herself. That's why it looks
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
look, nothing wrong with some risks. I just didn't love that one.
No, I hate it. Yeah.
Objection.
Objection.
Next.
All hate it. Okay.
Should have brought a gavel for you.
Your Honor, I think this is you.
I hope it's in a good one.
Is this before carpool collection?
Let's
or
see.
after?
I'm kind of
If it's from the internet, then who God knows what it is. I got so many bad pictures on the internet. I'm glad I have high self-esteem.
I think this might be before you hired a stylist.
Let me see.
It's from Snowfall, the premiere for Snowfall.
Oh my God, yeah. No, that's like I wasn't even supposed to go to that. I know exactly what I have
It's
on.
Screaming Mrs. Roper.
Yeah. It's like a long. I was not even going to that.
I don't like the pants on you. I don't think they were fitted. We were talking about ill-fitting.
We're
They're
Oh
too
my!
tailored, right?
First of all, I was so thick then. Like, I mean, I was at probably 30 pounds bigger than I am now.
Yeah.
I was not really supposed to go to that day, and last minute I did. Yes, the tank, the pants, the whole thing. It's definitely more for me vacation than it is like
Yeah.
a carpet. That wasn't really, well, now I'm telling my business, but that really isn't a carpet I did, just so you know.
Okay.
It was just a movie that we went to go see, a screening. And the reason why we went, it's a funny story behind this picture, and it doesn't take away from the bad
Okay.
outfit. But Jacqueline Smith
yeah.
from Charlie's Angels
Yeah.
was there.
Okay.
My girlfriend Portia was in town. She is obsessed with her.
Jacqueline.
And we were there and got to meet her and take a picture with her in an iconic
Oh my
pose
God.
of Charlie's
Oh
Angels.
my
Because my
God.
girlfriend Portia and I, we practiced criminal defense law together in Detroit. And they called us the Angels. There were two of us that were young lawyers and one other lawyer, Dawn. And we would literally be in like the halls like we were going to go save America and do
I
this.
love it.
So we went and we got to see her in that. I am totally
Honey, but
not
this
red
is what-
carpet
I do-
ready.
I
This is
wanna
what
say,
you
though-
wanted to wear to go to that iconic moment with
know,
your
right?
pose?
No. We were already out having fun. We had left, in my defense, we had been in Malibu at having drinks by the water.
Oh, okay.
And then,
And then we were like, we're going to go out by and see this movie and we're going to go have fun. So no, I am not dressed for a carpet. I definitely need to be on vacation and those pants don't fit me right. And those pants have like another jacket that I really should have worn with that.
Well,
So
I will-
I'm giving a straight up objection to
I
me.
agree. I do
And-
say I do like you in orange. I do
Yes,
like the color orange
I like
on
orange
you, though.
too.
But I hate the
object
whole
to-
outfit.
I object to my own style.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably one of the pictures I really hate on
Do
the
you
internet.
still have this outfit?
No.
Burn it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No, I take that back. It's not an outfit, first of all.
I know,
it
but
never
the
was meant to go
piece is-
together. That little draping thing is
It's like a caftan.
it's a caftan and it's from Oh, I can't think
Don't
of
tell
it.
us.
I love them.
Don't tell us that store should not exist no more.
No. It's a good store. It's a good store. It's a good store.
Anthropology?
No, but what's the other cute one that has all the frilly dresses that are that's really overpriced and
Oh, honey, we're in Beverly Hills. Everything's
Everything's
overpriced.
I know.
overpriced.
Oh my God, I can't think of it, but I love that store. I'm sorry that I represented them so poorly. Maybe it's good I can't remember.
Okay.
Free people.
Next one we have. Okay, I love Mariah Carey. I always love what she's wearing, but for me, she always wears something so quirky and so out of not fitted properly. I don't know, Paul. You tell me what you think. This is from the the Jingle Bell ball again. She looks like a snow bunny gone bad. I'm hating.
Even the whites don't
tights.
match. Do you see when people put blacks together, they don't match because every dye lot's different. When they put the whites together, they don't match. And when they don't match, you need to understand the textures, the color, how it goes against your skin. Look at her thick
Right.
thighs. And then
I love a thick thigh. I got mine out right
yeah,
now.
but the hem of the skirt dictates how exaggerated that
right.
thigh is gonna look.
You're right, it's short.
This could have been a little shorter, or a little longer, or even a little asymmetrical.
Now I'll say this: I
But
don't,
she's so
I don't
hot.
care for the
I
hem.
love
She
her.
looks beautiful, but I don't care for the hem. But I would have loved if they did that same kind of furry
Metal thing.
cottony
The fur
on
on
the
the-
bottom of
yes.
the dress.
Sure.
Then I would have been like snow
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
Yes.
That to me would have been, and then to me would have detracted from the fact that the tights are a different color, or either just maybe not a tight, or maybe
I agree.
a
sheer.
nude color.
Do you like
Yeah.
the
There.
thigh-high boots?
I don't mind the boots.
Yeah, I think I
don't
like the
mind
boots, too.
I don't mind the boots at all.
Yeah,
And
but
I
the
don't mind-
proportions,
And
it's
I'm
the
gonna be honest, I
proportions.
like that cut on like an older woman like us. I love that it kind of brings her in without, it's hiding tummy, it's hiding this.
Right.
It's just the bottom pattern to
And
me.
I think the fur.
I think the fur would have been
that would
so
been the,
cute.
The clincher.
Honey, she's worn so many things. She's like, I don't give a shit. My tits are out. I'm ready to go. I don't care.
And I'm right with her. I'm right with her, honey. Like I said, we're in Act 2. We're gonna take some risks. Sometimes we're
She's
gonna
like,
lose.
you know what? I did this with Nick Cannon. You don't even know.
Sometimes
So,
we're gonna
girl,
lose.
yes,
Another
right.
one with sunglasses,
Yeah, and I don't want them on her head.
right?
Yeah.
I don't like that look.
Yeah, I don't want them on the head.
Yeah. Who was that used to do the
a
sunglasses
secretary.
on the head? Oh my God, the fashion stylist. The bald guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? He used to always wear
The bald
sungla-
guy.
Oh, I hated
He was
that
on
look.
E-television
I
for a
can't
long
think of
time.
it.
So many years ago. But yeah, we all agree we hate this outfit.
Yeah, I don't love it.
That's it. That's it for Runway Rundown.
All right, everybody got an objection.
I
Well,
know.
Mariah was half and half. It was almost
No,
a
honey.
But we
sustained-
did like your
No,
orange.
honey. Your top half was the only
No,
half.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Mariah. I gave
Yeah.
her a half sustained because I liked the cut. I just wanted the bottom.
No,
to have
honey, it's a
something
whole
different.
look. It's
All
either
right,
good
it's
or
an
bad.
objection,
When you
then.
looked in the mirror, do you not only look at the half of you? You look at the whole
I
of you.
know. All right.
You
I
need
do.
to look at
I do
yourself
like
before
the
you
come
walk
fuck
out.
me boots, though. I do.
I like the boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't like a nice pair of boots?
Oh God, the cup is out.
The cup is out.
Oh my God. So there's 3 different opportunities that you're engaged in that you want to see happen. There's 3 different things that not things that you're already doing. They're in the same realm of what you're already doing, but there's 3 other ones. And one of them is something that you're so passionate about that is going to happen, that you've been curating for a minute for it to you were looking for the right fit, like put the puzzle pieces together. You've taken your time, whether you make money or not, whether it's going to give you what you're looking for or not, whether it's going to be the balance that you needed in your life or not. And that's about to happen with a friend who you've been able then to get together with, that then is going to go, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I think I know which project you're talking about. That's interesting.
Because it's going to be something that all of a sudden the light bulb moment goes up and they're like, oh, remember blah, did you, I kind of heard it in the passing, but I wasn't sure. Are you still, and
Wow.
it's going to be like, I didn't even know anybody was listening. But all
I
of a
love that.
sudden, they're interested, and the time has come for that to be exposed.
Wow.
That is a big one.
And it's one of those things that I think you're going to take such pride in, not in a way where, you know, I'm a judge, I'm a lawyer, I'm a this. It's not that. I have a child. No, it's one of those things that at this point in your life that's going to fulfill you in a capacity that I don't know if all the other things that you did fulfilled you in that same way. It's all of it's fulfilling, but everything has its own little area. It has its own little dimension. And this one is one of those moments that it's like, oh my God, who would have thunk it? Like, it takes your breath away, sort of a thing.
It's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wow.
I do.
You want to tell me?
Does that help or detract?
Well, no, it helps a little bit if you tell me what it is, because then I may find an initial to tell you what who the person is if you don't know the person.
Oh, okay.
Or do you know the person?
I don't think I know the exact person.
Okay.
But I do have a television project that I worked on and curated and produced myself,
Okay.
Great.
along with two friends, which is a continuation of Paternity Court, which is my first court show. And the show is called Paternity Matters, and it airs on YouTube.
Nice.
And I produced it out of my own pocket because the work that I did helping people find their fathers was something that my audience was just not done with me doing. When I moved over to We the People, when I started doing radio, they love all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, that's like a ministry for you. Like you helping people find their fathers, you helping families, you connecting people is
Sure.
something that you do. And I decided when my father passed away in April, that I would do this show. It was a part of my grieving process. And I dedicated a show to him. And this is what I did. About fathers called Paternity Matters because of how much he meant to me
I love
and
that.
into my life. So, and I did it on YouTube, and I have been with my own money flying around the U.S., helping people get paternity tests, reconnecting people with their fathers, helping people work through grief and reconciling their relationships with their fathers. And it just lives on YouTube.
That's
but
awesome.
It is my thing.
It's
Yeah.
okay. So, do you know the letter C?
I do know the letter C, but I don't know if I'd connect it with it. It wouldn't be connected to anybody that I think would
You may not know.
might not know who it is.
You may not know. But the letter C
But you will.
is an important puzzle piece
Okay.
that is now going to either showcase itself, reveal itself, or bring itself to light in a way that you least expected.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it's going to be like, oh, hello. Oh, can I talk to Judge Lauren Lake? Oh, is that you?
She's going to be texting me afterwards. Oh,
Letter
my
C.
God.
I'm intrigued.
Because I think it's either been noticed, been spoken of, or it's touched someone that then is being processed, and now it's on its way back to you.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
Does
And
that make sense to you?
It does,
Wow.
and it's exciting. It's a true passion project and a labor of love for me. So no matter how long it takes or how far it goes, it doesn't matter. Like I said, if I have to produce it for myself for the rest of my life,
Yeah.
the families that I help, the people that I help, it's something that
The impact that it has
the
on
impact-
the people is so much more fulfilling.
it
I
is
understand
just
that
a-
now.
yeah.
Now I understand
Fills my cup.
how it, because I said it's not just the money.
No.
It's not about the money.
I don't make any
And
money doing
everything
it.
else,
I spend money doing it.
but everything else gives you all that fulfillment.
Yes.
This one does, but it's a very, very different kind of fulfillment that you can't get just by anything that you've been doing.
No, because every single moment is an honor to my father. It is in dedication
That's
to
what
him.
That's amazing.
then.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have something of his?
Oh, yeah.
What do you wear of his?
He has a Michigan ring, a university ring that I wear every time I shoot that show.
Aw. I love that.
It's his class ring.
Then how do I know?
I don't know. That's why I'm about to ask you.
Excuse me, Judge Lauren Lake. Overruled.
Yeah.
She can ask me a question. I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know. How did you know this? But I wear it every show.
Wow.
But the rest of the time, where do you put that ring?
In a jewelry box, in a jewelry tray inside of a drawer.
In an enclosed area.
Yes.
You have to take it out.
Okay.
You have to have it exposed and put it on a north-facing wall.
Okay.
And if you can, for the first 7 days, wear it.
Okay.
So you wear it, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 days consistently. When you take it off, put it on the north-facing wall.
Okay.
So think of where you're going to be for 7 days straight,
Right.
where your home base is.
Okay.
And wherever you travel, if you want, wherever you shoot the show or wherever you do it, or you said you're going across the country, always find a north-facing wall
Okay.
in that, the walls that you're in, whatever configuration it is, whichever room it may be in.
Okay.
And when you take it off, put it there,
Okay.
exposed.
Exposed.
Put it on a chain, hang it around your neck, and let it be close to your heart.
It's interesting, right?
Yes,
this.
because I think I thought about putting it on a chain
Really?
because it's too big for me.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend, who's a stylist, wrapped it with all of this plastic
just to be
stuff
able
to
to
put
put
it,
on
the
to
bottom.
slide it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my,
yeah.
so I could wear it through the funeral, and then I ended up wearing it through the show.
Yeah.
We're done shooting now, and I often said, because I always love to wear necklaces, I said, oh, I should get a chain to put the ring on. So
I love that.
crazy you said that.
Put the chain, put the ring close to your heart, have it on a north-facing wall, do it for 7 days, and afterwards, don't lock it up.
Okay.
Don't put it somewhere where it's closed, because the minute you close it, they can't attach themselves to it.
Okay.
Interesting.
I understand. I know he's very, very present. I definitely feel his presence. So yes.
That's awesome.
Was he a very big person?
Big in size or in...
Like, just like you would know when he walked into the room, like he had like this, not like me.
larger than life,
Like,
and not
like
in size.
the presence, like you can tell that, you know, his voice, I think something about his voice that was very, like, you could hear it before you knew that he was approaching.
How do you know this?
Yeah,
That's right.
that is my daddy.
Wow.
I've never met the man.
No, you have not.
Wow.
But he's a larger than life personality. Much of my personality is very. People always say you act like your dad.
It's not like it was loud.
Oh,
That's
he's
not
loud.
what I'm saying.
He was loud, but I no,
but it
it's a
was like-
presence.
Like
Yes.
you knew he was there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in every room, and everyone
Wow.
wanted to be near him. He was a magnet.
It's amazing. When did he pass?
He passed March 31st of this past year. Yeah, in 2023.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, so take a picture
Okay.
Uh-oh.
because there's so much more to read, but just take pictures of it because
I will.
I'm gonna let you process
You gonna
this.
tell me?
You're gonna put your thumb at the bottom now.
Oh, okay.
Take a picture first.
And you'll still be able to read it even through the picture.
Oh yeah.
Is this crazy?
It's crazy. Because you know nothing about me.
No.
That is what's so crazy.
I mean, we know each other.
Yes, from work.
But this is
But like not this.
intimate.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's what you gave me.
And you know what? It doesn't feel scary.
See, you
I
were
was
so
like,
nervous
what?
last
I
night.
was. I was like, what? What? No, it isn't. It's actually quite peaceful.
Yeah. I was like, when we went home last night, I go, oh my God, you have scared the shit out of Judge Lauren Lake.
I
She's
know.
not going to
Could've
sleep
slept
all
I was like,
night.
oh my God. Oh my God. No. It's not scary.
There's something that you're expecting. And it was supposed to be delivered. This is something that, it's not an Amazon package, because everybody's like, oh, well, I get packages all day, girl.
Right.
No, it's not an Amazon package. It's something that you have been wishfully thinking for. Well, that would be nice if this happened. Oh, it'd be so great if I had that. And you just didn't think that, oh, well, it's fine. So it didn't happen now. It's fine. I moved on. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to be something that, whether you had or not, identifies who you are. But what it does do is it impresses on you that you've been on the right track with things that you've been wanting to do to get to your next destination. And that's what's going to be revealed to you.
Wow.
And when this happens, that moment, you're going to go, oh, fuck. That feels good.
Really?
Wow.
Because it's one of those things that unexpectedly, when it's delivered, you're going to be like, that just happened. It really just happened.
Is it a person, a place, or a thing?
It's not a place.
Okay, not a place.
It's kind of a thing, and it's being delivered by a person. So when it's kind of
So it could be like a phone call or a text message,
a phone
or an email,
call,
or
a text message,
or
followed
an
up.
in-person visit.
Maybe something that's been sent to you
But it's a message. It could
with
be
a message
or- okay.
that's attached to it, that when you open,
Interesting.
you're like, oh my God, like,
Wow.
okay. Like,
This is weird. I'm kind of like, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I am expecting something that hasn't arrived yet.
Wow.
But it's not like this is interesting though.
It's personal. So it makes it's not like, oh, I went to, Polo 2 and I got a gown. I went to Gucci and I got me a purse. It's not that.
It's not that.
It's something that acknowledges, I think, your accomplishments or your texture in life as you've moved forward in a way that then you go, oh, well, that's nice. Well, wait a minute. I had no idea.
I like that.
And it's going to be a very poignant moment for you. It's going to
Okay.
be another one of those, I guess, 10 steps and I met another
Another text to me.
platform.
Okay, right. Okay.
Do you understand what that is?
I do. I don't know how it's going to make me feel that like a leveling, but there is something I am expecting that I've been like looking for. Like, did it get delivered today? Did it get delivered? And it's not an Amazon package, but it's something of mine tied to a resolution.
Yeah.
That it's something of mine.
It's going to give you peace and comfort. It's going to,
Yeah.
because it's personal.
Yes, it is, and I want it back, but it's interesting to me because it's a symbol. It will be a symbol of something, and it's strange to me that it hasn't come yet.
It's
Because someone said they were going to send it
Yes.
and never sent it.
it's coming.
Wow.
Okay.
It's still coming.
Okay.
Oh.
It's coming.
This is a great
And I think
reading.
when you get
It is.
you'll understand. Wow. You will.
Okay.
You'll understand.
Because I was very, yeah.
I'm like, I gave him my
I would-
address.
Well, yeah. I mean, they asked,
phone number.
confirm the address.
I'm like,
got my phone number.
I got somebody waiting outside the door.
And this is just
to
so
intercept.
crazy you said that
Yeah.
because I even said to myself, like, now, did it go to a different house?
Right.
Did it go, Did I miss it? Where is
Okay,
it?
Judge
Yeah.
Lauren Lake with the
There we
multiple
go.
houses.
No, when I'm saying, I'm like,
Yeah.
did I miss it? Did it get stolen? Like, no, but
you're-
because it was supposed to come a while ago, and it's not. It's personal items of mine. But yeah, I want.
It's actually you'll
understand when I get
You'll
it.
understand
Very
when
cool.
you get it.
Okay.
Here, I want you to take the cup now.
Ooh, this is the thumb part, everyone.
You're gonna poke your thumb at the bottom. You're gonna twist and you're gonna pull out.
Okay. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Okay.
Judge
So do
Lauren
it
Lake has her
instinctively.
thumb in the cup, and she's
But my
twisting.
thumb's so short, I can't
That's
get it to
okay.
go
No, pull
flat.
up,
You will.
pull up
Just
the
push.
other ones. It'll get longer.
Yep.
Like that.
Oh,
There you go.
that's as long as it gets. And
There
then
you go.
turn it.
However,
She
you
is
can't make a
twisting,
mistake.
turning, and pulling out.
Okay.
It sounds like our bedroom
Oops.
last night.
Oops. Oh shoot. This was on the bottom.
That's okay. Here. Well,
Okay.
Oh my god.
So glad my press on didn't come off.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, babe. What does it say?
Oh my God.
See?
what does a bird mean to you? A dove.
Well, dove is a symbol that I use when I talk about someone passing. Like I had a lot of death this year. So I use a dove. Or like sometimes when I'm, talking about my father, my brother, 'cause they both passed within 4 months, a dove. That's what a dove means to me.
Within 4 months.
So do you say like? How do you use it? How do you say it? Give me an example so that I know.
Oh no, like only if I'm doing like a post on the internet or social media, right? If I'm saying rest in peace or rest in power or
You'll use a
talking
dove
about
in
this,
your
I'll
visual
I'll
aspect.
put the dove there.
Got it. Do you see a dove in her cup? Don't even tell
She
me.
just put a dove.
Oh my
at the bottom
God.
of the cup.
No
So
way.
what I was explaining to you about, see,
Oh my God! There is a dove in the bottom of Judge Lauren Lake's
that
cup.
is weird. Oh
What?
my God. Oh my God.
you just stuck your finger.
I mean,
in
it's
some-
very
That's
clearly a dove.
It is.
I mean, I don't know birds. I don't know the different.
I don't know
kinds.
anything
don't
about
know-
birds.
Yeah, like
Wow.
I don't know.
I
the
don't know anything
multitude.
about birds. The only time I think about a bird or do anything about a bird, but this is interesting, but it's not a dove. But I do use a dove often that, but when you think about, this is crazy, but at my home in Florida, when my father was passing, a bird came to visit me inside of the column. There's like a pillar out front of, and I can see it from a sofa that I have in my entranceway. I can look out the window and see the dove, and it was a dove.
Wow.
And she had babies. She had put a nest and had babies. And I didn't know she was there, except
Yeah.
one day I go on my porch and there was like scraps of stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, who put this stuff on my porch? And I swept it away with an attitude until I sat down and looked, and she was there.
Wow.
And then she had the babies and she went away. And then there was and it came back. Now, my father was a bird watcher. He loved to watch birds.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, this must be my dad and this bird,
Yeah.
And then my brother passed, the bird returned. And then the bird was there, and then the bird left. That would be my only thing that I don't do anything else with birds. And other than that, like I said, a dove is for me about death.
Very significant. Wow.
Well, the importance of what you just impressed at the bottom of the cup actually translates to how they're so connected to you, whoever. But since I was talking about your father,
Yes.
because I didn't know what your father does, what your father did,
No.
or how you had the YouTube, because I've never even seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know how to use the internet.
Right.
I really don't. But there was a message that says you wear something. And that's what it was that I was connected to. So this must be your father telling you
beautiful
everything
thing.
that you're doing and how you've done it, and appreciates the fact that he's still present there.
Oh,
Because
Wow.
you just put your thumb at the bottom
It's amazing.
and
I did.
he showed up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So cool.
It does. It
I
does.
mean, you gave me that. I don't know
it
to.
is. And I mean, my mother, my father, and my brother have all passed. So they're all on that other side.
Yeah.
And so for me, yes, that dove symbolizes death. When I talk about them, anything I do, when I speak about them, I add the dove.
Wow. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that is beautiful. That's really special.
Take a picture.
Okay. This cup reading was amazing.
Incredible. Incredible.
It's insane, right?
It's insane.
And you saw, you put your thumb in the bottom.
I literally was trying to reach as
You made a
far
mess
as
on
I
our
could.
sofa.
I know. And try as far as I could. I was trying to.
Your finger didn't reach.
It didn't.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did. It reached. It reached where it was
did.
supposed to reach.
Your Honor, tell people where they can find you.
Oh my gosh. Across all social media platforms at Judge Lauren Lake TV. And Paternity Matters is on youtube.com/Judge Lauren Lake TV. And don't forget to watch We the People.
When is it coming back?
Check your local listings. It's on now. Season
It
2 is
But-
airing
and then
right
when
now.
you start filming season 3?
Season 2, I'm still filming.
Oh, you are?
I finish up a little more of season 2 in 2024.
So when can I?
So can we come be guests? And
Yeah,
sit
I
in the
wanna
audience?
come
in the audience.
Yes!
You can let me know when you want to.
I want to totally do that.
Yeah,
You
but We
film
the
it here,
People's
right? At
filming.
Byron Studio?
Right,
Okay.
at Byron Studio.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to.
I love
yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to remind everybody to rate, review, subscribe, tell your mother, your brother, your sister, your
Dead grandmother.
grandmother.
Because you know you got that cell phone. I know you do.
listen to Undressed with Paul and Patrik on Apple and Spotify. It's been an amazing
much
show
fun.
with you. And
Really fun.
And we're still friends.
and Judge Lauren
so
Lake,
spot on.
you've just been undressed by Paul and Patrik.
Oh
How do
my
you feel?
gosh, I feel amazing. Yes.
We love you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for another fun episode of Undressed with Paul and Patrik and Little Snow White 90210, bitches.
This podcast is brought to you by Herdat Media and American Media Television. Executive producers are Patrik Simpson, Paula Tu, and Pat Safford. Produced by Jordan Hill and Sarah Silicula. Shooting and editing by Jordan Hill. Music by Digital Camo. Artwork by Dominique Demetz. And hosted by Paula Tu, Patrik Simpson, and Little Snow White 90210. Remember to follow at Paula Tu and at Patrik Simpson and at Snow White 90210 and watch Gown and Out in Beverly Hills on Prime Video. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode.